to a Jewish person, they're compatible, that science tells you how things work. So it's the how, and you look at things that are physical, and so they develop. Religion is totally different. That's the why, that's the values. And so they're not in conflict, but the science uses religion uses the science because we want to know when it's dark, when the day starts and the day ends with the moon and the stars. We want to know the seasons, that we align our festivals at the right time of the year. So there's astronomy, there's the climate, the where the Earth goes round. And there are a lot of dimensions that in the temple was built to a special size. There's mathematics in that. There's mathematics in the Tabernacles Festival Sukkos, where we build a special booth that has to be a certain size. So we use science in that. And again, there's a lot of science in the Bible. There's the story of Elisha and a Shunammite woman, where her baby dies, but Elisha comes along and does artificial respiration. So there's a lot of biology in that. And again, with animals, that kosher animals are a particular type of mammal and a particular type of fish and a typical type of a certain type of bird. And it matches very easily with the different types of biology. And when we eat, we say special blessings, whether it's a vegetable, whether it's grain, and with grapes and so on. So you need to know the different types of food, and also when you have what is meat and what is milk, because we don't have them together, we separate them. So you're always thinking of real life. So you use science, and they're different. And even if there are stories like the creation, there are two important things about the creation story. One is that God created everything, and the second is the Sabbath. So there's a story about the 7 days, but 7 days can mean anything, and that's not important. What is important is God creates everything, and you rest on the Sabbath.
Well, there are many different types of science. So to answer this question, I'm going to think about my home life. And for example, cooking of food. So we have to make sure that we keep meat products and milk products completely separate. We have to make sure that animals that we eat are killed in a particular way, and we are guided by the people who do the killing to make sure that there's no possibility that an animal suffers at all. So the science behind it is not something we necessarily go into. We're much more concerned about following exactly what it is that we're told to do. There are occasions when we're thinking about things like creation. And there are some people who believe in creation as it is on it takes 7 days, and others who don't. Well, as far as we're concerned, it says in the beginning of our Torah, God created the world in 7 days. Well, that's a little bit open to interpretation, exactly what a day is, but we still do believe that God created the world in 7 days. And we also think about, I'm thinking about the story of Noah's Ark. And God made a flood to destroy the world because things had not gone quite the way that they should, and the people are doing some pretty awful things to each other. And after the flood, when Noah came out of it, he looked up and there was a rainbow in the sky. Now we know about the rainbow and refraction of light, but we're also told that that was put there as a covenant from God that he would never again destroy humanity. So there are lots of things where science is going along and we are following what the instructions are.